If I was ever asked to comprise my entire Kettering College experience with one Bible verse, it would be that of 1 Corinthians 15:10, which in part reads, "By the grace of God, by the grace of God, I am what I am." Now, many of us here are not affiliated with Seventh-day Adventism or even religion, but I am. And I believe that I'm only here by God's grace and mercy. Words can't describe to begin the pride that we all feel on this day. The countdown, which began on our very first day of prerequisites, has finally come down to 0. For many of us, the journey didn't start at Kettering, and it's been that much more of a grueling process to get here today. But when God promised us that he'd complete a good work he started in us, he never said he'd do it on our terms. He just said he'd complete it. I'm so happy to see all the 188 smiling faces behind me, but I'd be a fool to think that we kept these throughout the entire journey. To the mothers and fathers who came back to pursue a career, juggling finances, babysitters, study time, and clinical hours, we recognize you. To the younger students who barely had enough money scraped together for rent, but managed to pay your own way through school, we see you. To the veterans who have dedicated one life to service, to come back and dedicate yourselves once more, we thank you. To all of us who experience hard times, unexpected changes, and what was supposed to be the set course of our lives, to those who cried and cried and cried your way through, when we were almost pushed right back to the starting line, you're not alone, and welcome to the finish line. The truth is, we've all found ourselves knocked on our backs, wrestling with the demon of defeat, but we came out victorious. True resilience is not marked by how long it took to get up, but that you got up. And it was during these times that we learned we wouldn't always be able to work by motivation and convenience, so we worked by discipline. At the end of all this, when we stop and take a glance at the long conquered road behind us, only to see one set of footprints, I pray that we never forget that it was then God carried us, and we did not do this on our own. John Newton, the author of Amazing Grace, once said, "I am not what I ought to be, and I am not what I hope to be, yet I am not what I was." Class of 2018, by God's grace, we are who we are, and not what we started as. At the beginning of our journey, we were unexperienced, afraid, naive, maybe even a little arrogant. But now we have been under the construction of seasoned professionals and dedicated teachers. We are confident, humbled, and qualified. God's free and unmerited favor has brought us to this checkpoint in our lives, and I pray that we all accept it in overflowing abundance for the years to come. To God be the glory, great things he has done for us. Thank you.